Hello, I am Andy Hawbaker with Coldwell Banker Realty Northern Colorado, and I'm here to talk about Fort Collins real estate market update for April 2024. It is now April 2024. I've got all the data from last month, which was obviously March of 2024. Spring is picking up. As they say, spring has sprung. Things are getting hot. Buyers are out there trying to buy houses. Rates are kind of moving around a little bit, but down a bit from the highest peak, but probably in the sixes, mid sixes, 6.6, somewhere in that range for a lot of people. So it's becoming more attractive to purchase a home. More people are putting their home on the market. I had a bunch of listings this last few weeks, and things are going pretty well with all that. But let's look at the actual data that we have to discuss what's going on in the Fort Collins real estate market. Okay, so we're going to look at this here. I'm looking at Fort Collins, all price ranges. So let's start with the number of listings. There were 237 listings, which is down 11% from the previous year. So there's currently, that was new listings, 310 homes for sale, which is actually up 25% from where we were a year ago. So you can see the number of homes for sale, and that's partially that the days on market has increased. But there are more homes available for sale than we've seen even a year ago, which is pretty nice. You kind of see these seasonality graphs, the seasonality of the year, and we're higher now than we were a year ago. So the number of closed sales for March of 2024, you can see, as I was just saying, we're lower than we were a year ago, but we're seeing this normal spring jump. So the number of closed sales is jumping. There were 115 in January, 141 in February, and March is up to 174. So we're seeing what that normal kind of increase is. Last March, we were at 185, so that was almost 5.9% higher a year ago than it is now. So our average days on market median is 42 days on market, which is actually still pretty quick. But you can see that is coming down. So in January, it peaked at 75 days on market. It peaked a year ago in January. So we're seeing that normal amount. So down to 34 a year ago, and we're at 42 now. So just a little bit more time on market than we were at a year ago. So that's all good to go here. The month's supply, there is basically 2 months supply, 1.7 months worth of supply. So that came down as things start to pick up, and there are homes out there, but that's way better than where we were, a year ago, where we had 1 month back in 2021, early 2022. It was like 2 weeks worth of inventory. So that is a good news for home buyers. The median sales price in Fort Collins is $547,500, which is down just slightly from $560 the previous month. Pretty close to where we were in January. So that the value of your house is almost the same as it was a year ago, down 0.2%. So not seeing a big change there. The percentage, the median percentage of the asking price. So people are paying 99.3% of the asking price. That dipped all the way to 97. It was pretty much 100% all last year. It was all the way up to 105% in April 2022. That was wild. But then rates went up and everything kind of, a lot of the buyers came out of the market at that point. So our median price per square foot in Fort Collins is $286. The average, $299. That's kind of staying pretty steady, up a bit. And then if you were had your house listed, the median number of showings in February was 12. So you'd have about 11 or 12 showings before your house went under contract. For March, it was only 9. So that means that people are definitely heating up, making offers right away. So if you are a buyer and you're thinking about making a purchase, you need to kind of move pretty quickly, because only like 9 people are going to see the house before it goes under contract. And then the showings per listing. So on average, the listings are really getting about 6 showings. So that's, and it was down to even 4, so up a little bit. So maybe not as many buyers out there. This says to me not as many buyers out there just out there looking, but the ones who are serious and they're making offers fairly quickly. So that is how all that looks. So again, that's Fort Collins, Colorado for April of 2024. The market, as I said, is heating up a little bit here. We're still expecting rates will come down later this year. I think when that happens, home prices are going to go up. As we've seen, prices remain pretty steady. They haven't dropped. The thought of home prices, a bubble or home prices dropping is just not going to happen. There's the real estate realtor settlement. That's really not going to affect anything either, to be honest. That's not going to affect prices. Sellers aren't going to drop their prices. And sellers are still going to need to pay buyers' agents, in my opinion. So I don't think that's going to affect anything. If you've seen any headlines about that, I'm happy to talk to you about that. Give me a call. I'm happy to talk about it. Again, my name is Andy Hawbaker. I am with Coldwell Banker Realty in Northern Colorado. If you have any questions about Fort Collins or any of the surrounding areas, I am happy to talk to you about that. You can always hit me up at my website, which is andyhawbaker.com.